Welcome to Subramani. Some more queries and some more answers. So first one, what type of mutual fund should both equity and debt should not be bought in general? Well, this is a very difficult question to answer, but yes, if you are a beginner, you should not be touching thematic funds like a banking sector fund or a pharma sector fund or an infrastructure fund, because you have no clue as to when to buy them and when to sell them, because these sectoral funds have you have to have timing. For example, you bought a pharma fund, it has gone up 100% and you are happy with that return, maybe you will get out, and somebody else may get in for a 25% return over the next 3-year period. You met your objectives, he met his objectives, so I think that is how it is. So yes, don't invest in gilt funds, don't invest in long-term debt funds if you do not understand how this works over long periods of time. Do not invest in thematic funds, do not invest in equity for the short run. If you have money for 3 years or 5 years, do not invest it in any equity fund. Equity fund, you have to have an outlook of 10 years. Remember, when I say 10 years and you've started investing and after 3-4 years, it is now a 6-year fund. So if you are sure that you want the money after 10 years, maybe little bit of money should go from equity to debt, depending on how well equity has performed. Removing some money and putting into debt is necessary, because you cannot wait for the 10th year to withdraw everything, right? So largely, but when I see such questions, I get scared. These people, I'm not naming him, should not be investing based on what we tell on video or on television, simply because you need hand-holding at this stage. You're better off going to an investment advisor, an RIA or an MFD, and then start investing. And said, okay, what categories of mutual funds should be avoided by a young earner, saying say a 30-year-old? I think first of all, you have to have your goals and clearly written down, or at least thought about, made notes, so that the financial planner whom you meet or the advisor whom you meet, when he asks those questions, it is something which you have already put your mind to, right? So once you have done that, there will be more clarity as to where to invest. It's fairly obvious that a young 30-year-old should not be investing in debt funds. He should be investing 100% in equity. Why am I saying 100% in equity? Because anyway, if he has provident fund, that money is going into debt, right? That is also so the saving is already happening in there. Most Indian kids of that age are very likely that they will have a PPF account, so some money will go into PPF account. So you should not invest in any debt mutual fund, you should invest only in equity mutual fund. First, you will have to look at ELSS, you will have to look at term insurance. These are deductions under 80C. If you want to have a special deduction under NPS, you can do that also. So that is how you should be starting your life. Of course, you will have a choice of large cap, mid cap, international funds, and all those things. Cut the crap. As long as you don't understand, don't invest, right? What kind of mutual fund should be avoided by senior citizens if they can't review or rebalance themselves? Well, depends on the senior citizen. Some senior citizens who are 60 years of age are extremely active in the market. They are doing F&O, right? But the 85-year-old may not want to do any of those things, so he may have simplified his portfolio and put it into maybe a couple of bond funds and maybe one annuity, right? That's what he wants. So depending on the age at which you are and how much you want to be active and how active your body allows you to be, based on all that will your portfolio matter. And it is always nice to have equity because you want some protection against inflation and leave your kids something sensible to own rather than just fixed deposits in post office. Thank you.